the Preston company.
Is it?
Yes, people, welcome back to the EFL show. We are here, as you can see, for Aaron's performance review meeting. Is he being sacked today? This is why me and Charlie are dressed up for the occasion. Aaron, on the other hand, couldn't be bothered, so that's already...
just got in from work, guys.
No excuses.
I've been working all day as well. That's 2 or 3 marks against his name. As you'll know, last episode we asked for you if you wanted Aaron out to use the hashtag Aaron out to actually get this performance review meeting, and we've got one because we had, I think, 16, 17, 18 of them. Some comments here. Big up the crew. Did Charlie still watch his Pingu? I hear that.
on Sarcasm City last night. I put that comment.
I hear that. Hi Mustafa, big up Kenny, big up Adam, big up Captain Nat. Kenny says, Aaron, where the hell is your suit? I know, the laziness.
It is a disgrace,
How
let's
can
be
I
honest.
change from my work clothes into a suit in the space of 50 seconds? I've just got into my Donny shirt, so for that, I get something of an effort. Not 100%, but something of an effort.
No.
To stick to my proud colours.
Nope. These are more marks going against your name. We'll ask you for your opinions in just a second.
I mean, my marks are probably all negative anyway. So
you can give a speech and you can convince me and Charlie.
I'm not speeching today. I'm not. I don't want to waste my voice before I go clubbing.
Calm down. He's very aggy today. He's very
clubbing on a Monday.
I know. He's very aggy. Good evening, Matt. Good evening, Matt.
Weatherspoons. Big up Matt as well. Gav said in the morning.
Yeah. Dizzy says, heard Donny won yesterday. They've got their only win of the season. They're going down.
No, today is the turning point of a brand new start.
Thank you, Avi. Everyone's saying dress for the occasion.
Exactly.
Need Argyle put 7 past them.
I got them ties, all right.
Absolutely. Aaron, you running on the pitch at the next Donny game. But
next home game, I might have a crack.
I mean, the stewards are definitely...
just kick rugby tackle him on video.
Captain Nat says guilty, send him down. We'll start with this. So obviously, me and Charlie will just go through a few things on how we think you've done. By the end of this, you could actually become part of the OGs. You never know. We might have a contract for you, but it depends on your attitude. The attitude is key for us. These are the things we're looking for: good attitude, sensible opinions, a good haircut normally goes well.
Good effort as well.
Yeah, good effort.
Clearly, we can't see.
I even gave myself a haircut ready for this. Like, Jesus Christ!
So did I.
Yeah, well, I went one step further and got it all off. But I'll start. So I think Aaron's been all right. He's been all right. I mean, barring the 900 dodgy opinions that this man has had on a regular basis, it's been a bit shocking. They've been some shocking opinions, Aaron. But he's punctual. He's normally here on time, barring today. Where we're a bit late because he delayed it. Apparently work
half an hour late as well.
Apparently work was more important than the EFL show, which I can't fathom, to be fair. I can't fathom that, to be fair. He should definitely have walked out of work or done it whilst on the till. That works, or in the kitchen, whatever you do at KFC. Just casually, just there with the phone going, yeah boys, just cook your chicken. And all of that, but I'd say that the one thing that Aaron needs to improve, though, is definitely his opinions. Dodgy opinions. He has said some dodgy stuff. That is a very dodgy opinion. That is a very dodgy opinion.
We were near the playoffs last season at one point. We were top of the league at Christmas last year.
Yeah,
that was a long while ago, Aaron.
Yeah, that was last season. Last season, Argyle were 18th, and One minute. Last year, Argyle were 18th, and now I can't hear you from so far up. Rachel says she's just chilling.
You're enjoying this, Rachel.
Yes, now you look more like a southerner now. Absolutely.
Rachel,
Donny,
back me up here.
Morecambe fan says Donny can fuck off.
How can you say anything, Morecambe fan? You lost to us.
That's why he's saying for you to fuck off, I think. Or
Yeah,
Donny.
because you didn't get a penalty that you shouldn't have got. Sorry. Sorry.
Hold up a minute. It definitely was a penalty. This is what I mean now.
Yes, it was a penalty.
Very lucky. Unlike
so
us.
sorry, not sorry.
This is what I mean. Your dodgy opinions are flying. You have a lot of dodgy.
It was a penalty, but he didn't get the decision. So sorry, not fucking sorry.
Aaron has definitely got. He's got again. These are more things. I think Aaron's stressed, guys. It's a big day for him. It's a big day for him.
Very big.
I just want 6 hours at work.
Calm down. Don't use that excuse every day.
No excuse, Aaron.
Aaron Plymouth. We'll get into that one. We'll get into that. Absolutely, we'll get into that. Now my mouse ain't working. This is absolutely fucking brilliant. But anyway, Charlie, whilst I try and sort that out, do you wanna let everyone know what you think of Aaron's performance recently?
Well, I mean, I think we can say, like you said about the opinions and saying every week that Donny are going to win, which is absolutely, insane. And yeah, just his attitude in the past few weeks, I don't think's been up to par. Before it was very good, and then he's starting now to unravel the real Aaron Chandler himself. And also the timekeeping today, half an hour late, very, very, and he only brought up to us 5:30. So we were there ready to go. Me and Niall were, suited and booted and all that, ties on, and now there's the shake of the head, and I think I think there's quite a few other stuff to add as well. We could go on all night about it.
we could. I think Doncaster is better with a more positive fan.
Thank you.
No, I think he wants a more positive fan. Aaron, allow it, man. Stupid ref too. Aaron's performance worse than Bristol Rovers' performance in front of goal. As for Argyle, I can't banter them. I can't lie. They might be looking fucking top next week. I know. But Aaron, what about you? How do you think you've done, obviously, at your time with the EFL show? Obviously, you joined me and Aaron, me and Charlie a bit late. Obviously.
Very late indeed.
Yeah, not just today. Obviously, when we started, it was just me and the Rovers guy. But then we got you. How do you think you've done, and what do you think you've brought to the team in your time at the EFL show?
Well, actually, to be fair, when I sort of joined, I also joined YouTube on a football basis a year ago. So, I've not been doing this long, but I've been supporting Doncaster Rovers since 2005. So I've loved this club for nearly 20 years. And
what about the show? Do you love the show?
Oh, I love this show. It's something that I've loved being a part of. It's, we've got grand plans in the works to make it a proper professional, show, and maybe even a podcast. Who knows? We've got loads of grand plans. Shout out to Indiana for getting involved in those grand plans. And the EFL show has been a big part of my life as well, not just, on the show, but also personally as well. So I think that
wait there, let me just get a tissue a sec. Bloody hell.
Oh, for God's sake.
This is very emotional. Very emotional.
The words coming out of his mouth, just really, really,
very emotional. This
is like I'm leaving to go and do some massive Hollywood Sky Sports blockbuster show.
I mean, that could work.
This show's just one of those that'll always stay with me, always.
I hope so. And I hope you're back for next week. Obviously, we'll make that decision in just a second.
Yeah, we will. We will indeed.
But
it's going to end up in 2 words, isn't it? I know what 2 words are going to come out of your mouth.
Well, there's really 3 options we can do.
And one
we
of them
could
is what Lord Sugar says every year.
Yeah. We could sack you on the spot and just boot you out right now. A bit like
Lord Sugar, you're fired.
Yeah, very similar to that. We could just do that and just sack you and be done with it, or we could hire you to be our bitch again, as you have been for the last for your time at the EFL show, or we can put you as part of the originals. So obviously there's 3 options. The 3 options, they could be anything really. What would you want? Do you want to be sacked, our bitch, or part of the OGs? How do you see this going?
Wait, just one thing to add though, or I've got another option, and we could sort of copy what Richie Wellens has done to a few players, and we could freeze Aaron out for maybe a week, and then bring him back in.
Make him train by himself as well, like exiled.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to put a photo of me in front of my green screen saying #exiled.
Obviously. But you'd still have to do the show because we would want you training. You'd have to do it by yourself, not with us. Because to be fair, that's option 4.
So we do 2 streams at the same time.
No. Yours wouldn't be live. You just have to basically talk into your computer and pretend like you're on a stream, but you're exiled from the group. Wayne says, "I feel sorry for Niall and Charlie. It's a life sentence."
Oh, Wayne, I'm a decent guy. Don't do me like that, man.
Freeze Aaron out.
Freeze out. Freeze it.
Niall is such a good host presenter. Thank you, Ravi. I agree. If you can defend set pieces, come to BS7, Aaron. If you get let go.
Who's
Oh
BS7?
yeah, I have no idea.
Where we're based, BS7.
Oh yeah, but it's now really decision time. Obviously, this is down to me and Aaron being the big bosses of this show.
Charlie.
That's the one I'm on about, Charlie. It's been a long day. I've been working.
I remember I got let go.
I've been working. I've been working all day. You see, I've been making, the graphics and all of this and stuff on my own channel. It's been a very long day. But I just wanted to get that out there. But Aaron, what option would you prefer? He's having a little think. He's like, do I want to be exiled, booted, bitched, or OG?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I think either of them is a win-lose.
Excuse me? I'll write that. I hold on, I need to get my book.
Hang on, what's the originals?
Aaron disrespects EFL show. Carry on.
You know what? I want to stay on the EFL show, so I'd rather be the bitch.
Wow. Okay. That is. I was thinking you'd want to be the OGs,
The OGs is their thing. That's the OGs. I don't want to be exiled, so I'd rather be the bitch to stay on.
Well, no, the OGs. You've been here for long enough to probably be classed as one.
Morecambe fan says if you call Doncaster Pencaster, I'll be Aaron in. Okay, fine. We're Pencaster Rovers.
Also, if you're not an OG, you have to be booted from the group chat as well. So bear that in mind when making the decision.
Now I'm starting to think.
Now he's having a little think, aren't you? So I've got also late to show.
Half an hour late, not just late, half an hour. And
Aaron, I've got to write notes.
Appearance is up there with one of the most
Hey, Aaron, I have to make notes because I've got to send this to the big boss.
Indiana or Prime?
Disrespects Indiana. And Rachel disrespects Indiana,
what? and us too as well, because he was late and didn't think to wear the appropriate workwear for the important occasion, which is very important.
I didn't get written confirmation it was going to be suit and tie.
No uniform. It was in the group chat, by the way. No uniform. Does not read group chat. Right. Charlie, what are you thinking he should be?
I think he should be given sort of a ban, or like being frozen out, like his best mate Wellens did to a few players. I think a 2 week ban.
Well, I think he could potentially, if we work on his dodgy opinions on a temporarily basis, of course. I'm thinking till the end of the season, and we'll reconvene.
That is a long time.
It is a long.
I don't think we can change his, really, really positive opinions.
Well, we can, because I'll keep being here. But yeah, I'm thinking for Aaron. Obviously, I hope you don't say anything else, because the notes are getting bigger. I don't want to go on to another page, you see. But basically, what I was thinking is we could put Aaron as a sort of the part of the OGs on a temporary basis until the end of the season, and we'll see where he is from there. But obviously, if a big game coming up this weekend, so obviously we'll put a clause in his contract that if he disrespects Plymouth Argyle, instantly gone, like sacked on the spot. That's what I think we should do. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I think if there's any more bad mouthing, there was last episode, I think that's a straight.
What was the bad mouth in the last one?
I don't know. What was your bad mouthing to Niall about last? I can't remember. Can you, Aaron?
I did say Plymouth were dark horses.
No, that was after the absolute slander you gave Niall and his beloved team.
What did he? How many goals did he predict would concede? May I just ask?
Was it 1 or 2?
It was fucking 3.
I think 3 on it.
You cheeky cunt! It was 3. You thought my golden boy, Mike Cooper, would concede 3 goals. That is shocking.
3?
Shocking.
Yeah, you said 3.
I swear I said 2 or 2-1.
You absolutely didn't.
Please go and watch.
Did not.
After this episode, please go and watch it back, because you said 3.
Oh, so I need to add that onto the list. Disrespects Mike Cooper.
And Aaron, just to say as well, this is no joke. This is no laughing matter. This is
this is very
professional
serious
show, especially this one as well. As we said last week, this is one of the most important shows for you, Aaron.
Yeah, for your career.
Yeah,
for your career as well.
But, for your career as well.
I think me and Charlie have come to a decision. Obviously, contract will be written up probably tonight, and he'll sign that if he knows what's good for him anyway. But it would appear, Aaron, we are offering you a position as an original member of the team, with the assumption that you won't disrespect Plymouth Argyle this weekend. That means if you predict a win for Doncaster, you're done. Absolutely. So the best you can predict is a draw. That is the best you can predict. No words to say what would happen.
Post the contract through the post.
Absolutely, we'll send it in the group chat. But Aaron, Charlie, would you agree if that Aaron has offered a member of the originals with the assumption he doesn't disrespect our goal this weekend?
Yeah.
Excellent.
I have to agree with the proposals that we've set him, and like we said as well, if there's any disrespect, even 1 inch, it's gone. Aaron will be leaving the show on mutually consent.
No.
And it's free to find any place that will take him on on a free.
I just want to say it won't be my mutual consent. He'll be fired. By myself, literally ejected out of the team. But Aaron, the question is, do you accept these proposals?
Just send it in the post and I've got a pen ready. Excellent.
So Aaron is now part of the originals. Sorted. All right, well, that's one thing sorted. Now we can get to the real stuff because I'm in a very good mood. You put
unlike myself.
Argyle 18th now, and you just called them Plymouth. Disrespect. Oh yeah, you've got to start calling.
Don't even dare try and add notes to that, Kenny, you dickhead.
That is 3 marks. First you said Plymouth, then you said 18th, and then you just called Kenny a dickhead.
Is that 4 marks?
The Kenny the dickhead is fine. The calling Plymouth, unbelievable. It's Argyle. And putting us 18th, I don't even know who you think you are.
Hang on, that's 7th.
Wow. I'm only going from what the beloved viewers think and are saying. But look, we've got to get right back into it because we've got a lot of stuff to do. Now make him go to rival game to make him pay. Oh,
don't even think about it.
You said
go to the New York Stadium.
Dance for me, Aaron. Nice panel. Niall looking like a mafia boss. What the fuck? What can I say? Oi, it's not fine calling me a dickhead. Shut up, dickhead. The way you two are speaking towards Aaron reminds me of Chris Fowler in the dugout.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ravi, we need him too. You didn't put them 7th. You put... Oh!
No, I didn't.
Oh,
you
did. You said Donny 7th. I can remember that exactly.
Right.
No, I
didn't. Let me leave and come back because my thing is that.
Right, I can get my fucking predictions on right now.
No, you said Donny 7th. We've got.
Oh shit! Yeah, I did say Donny 7th.
There we go. And that is yet another mark. Because that is just completely madness to put Donny 7th after the season they had last season.
Unbelievable. I caramba indeed. But we'll get into it now because we've actually, believe it or not, got a shit ton to get through today. But there is no long speech because obviously Aaron, with those beautiful words that he described, beautiful words he described the EFL show. So the love is clearly there. The attitude definitely needs working on. But we'll get there.
It's just time to get back on track now, Aaron. Just focus.
Focus the mind.
You can clearly see that you have love and passion for the show. But just no more. Just be more
respectful.
sort of. What's the word for it? Just be more like a normal fan, and don't keep predicting Donny to win.
Yes,
that's the word I'm looking for.
Yes. Delusional.
That's the one.
Delusional, but. As you guys will know, we are here, actually, believe it or not, for the EFL show. Make me mod now, Sue. Wolfit is not my channel. I just start randomly making people mod. Indiana might have a performance review of me. We do not want this. So moving on to the EFL show, believe it or not, we'll start in Sky Bet League 1. Now, we're going to start with this one. This one. Oh, boys. Yes. Now, you two are going to talk quite loudly because I can't hear you from up here, which is up in the fucking playoffs. In the best, boys. Love it. Plymouth Argyle took on AFC Wimbledon at Plough Lane, and absolutely none of us fuckers got this right because none of us predicted Argyle to keep a clean sheet. Or to, well, most of us actually were quite optimistic with how many goals we would score as well. But clearly a great result from Argyle. Mike Cooper, what a performance from this lad. He is definitely one of my man of the matches. And in fact, that was replicated by the entire Green Army who voted on our new app, which was beautiful. But Mike Cooper, what a player, what a goalkeeper. And I'm so happy for him, because last season he was stood behind some of the worst defenders in the history of football. But he's really come into his own. He's got a lot of experience in front of him now, which is beautiful to see. So I'm really proud of Mike. I thought, and not just Mike, the defenders, the midfielders, Ryan Hardy selling hot dogs to almost every Wimbledon player, sat the goalkeeper and the centre back on their fucking ass. Was like, do sit down whilst I put that in the ball in the back of the net. Ryan Hardy just selling a hot dog, which was quite nice. It was multiple hot dogs, actually, believe it or not. But a great result by Argyle. And going away to Wimbledon, which, and I must emphasise this, a free-scoring Wimbledon, a Wimbledon that was chucking goals in around for left, right and centre. Absolutely fucking incredible. Really, really impressive performance by Argyle. So really happy of that. Charlie, what about you? What do you make of Argyle? And look, me and you, I think, put Argyle, when we did the group one, I think we ended up in 9th. And I said, maybe we could even be a bit higher. Are you starting to think maybe after the start of the season, Argyle, they're looking decent? That defence does look like a brick wall has just been implemented at Home Park, which is lovely to see. Donald Trump wanted the wall. Ryan Lowe built the wall. That is the way it wanted. That's the way it went. And we paid for the wall. But Charlie, what do you make of Argyle? And do you think maybe we were a bit too harsh? Maybe Argyle could be the dark horses. Not maybe. Look, I said yesterday Argyle to win the fucking league. Possible, considering Sunderland do love to bottle, and we don't really know what Wickham are like in League One.
Wigan.
That's what I just said there. We don't know really what they're like in League One.
I thought you said Wickham, not Wigan.
No, Wickham aren't winning the league. Let's be serious.
Nah, Wickham will be around the top 6 maybe, but no.
If they're lucky. But Charlie, what do you make of Argyle?
Yeah, like you said, the main thing that they needed to improve on was defence, and they've certainly done that. Very, I said Wilson could be one of the the best signings, especially for Plymouth, the experience and quality. And yeah, what can I say? They're looking really good, keeping clean sheets, scoring goals. Even against Wimbledon, it might have not been the most amazing performance, but the way you grinded out a 1-0 win away from home, that was Plymouth's first loss at home as well. And considering they scored like, I think it was 5 goals in their last home game against Portsmouth, for Plymouth to go there and get a clean sheet is just quality. So looking good. I think as long as they can, it's going to be like the injuries. As long as they can keep players fit, and
it's funny you mention injuries. It's funny you mention injuries, because this is with an injury-stricken squad. In terms of Niall Ennis isn't around, James Bolton is still injured, George Cooper's still injured, Danny Mayer's been injured for a large part of the start of the season. We've had injuries, and they're key players. Niall Ennis, key striker. Danny Mayer's been key for us. So was George Cooper, and Bolton absolutely will be. So you say about injuries, I think right now there's a lot of optimism. And if we beat Portsmouth tomorrow, we're top of the league. Fucking love it. Bitches, bow down to me. Now, Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, looking back on the highlights, I think Wimbledon had chances. Plymouth had loads of chances as well. And I think it was just a case of Plymouth taking their chance a lot more. Defence was rock solid, and the goalkeeper was stupendous. And I think that, I did say that I personally did predict Plymouth to finish 9th in my personal predictions. And, I don't, shy away from the fact that we're going to be in at least the top 10. They're not going to go below top 10. No way. And with the start that they've been on, they're absolutely going to be within a chance of getting at least the playoffs. And I think that a top 6 shout is definitely a good one at this early stage for Argyle with the form they've been on. As for Wimbledon, I see this as only a blip. I don't see this as a loss of form at all. This is a true test, though, for the start that they've had, because they're going to now they've had their first sort of, well, not first taste of defeat, but like the sort of first blip against one of the sides that are going to be up there as well. I think this is Wimbledon's true test now for their start of the season to get it back on track as soon as possible, or do they go on this run now where they start falling down the league? So it's going to be interesting for Plymouth. Great win for Wimbledon. I see it as mostly a blip rather than a loss of form.
What did you just call us again?
Argyle.
Good lad. Now, Neil says injuries don't hinder well-drilled sides. They all find a way. Exactly. And at the moment, we are finding ways. Also, this was one without our fucking captain. Joe Edwards has been ill. So, yeah, this was without Captain Edwards as well. I mean, it's amazing. Great win for PAFC. Did I miss it? You did, but go back to the start of the stream. Go back to the start of the stream. It was fucking hilarious. Not gonna lie to you. They made a decision, unless you want last bit step in, the contract's already being done. Where is Wimbledon located in England?
London.
London. Cockneys. But moving on to Doncaster beat Morecambe 1-0. Moving on to Bolton. Go on then, Aaron. It should have been 1-1 because they should have had a penalty minimum. But what did you make of it?
Looking back on it, I would agree with that. They should have had a penalty. But you know what? We've had decisions go against us that should have been on our side. So sorry, not sorry. We've got the 3 points. I'm glad of it. Morecambe did give us a good game, though. I think Morecambe gave us a good game at times. There was the one-on-one with McDonald. Dahlberg pulling off a world-class one-on-one save. I think that the overall play from us at times was scrappy, but overall it was pretty decent as well. We just didn't have that final third. Joe Dudu's got a presence about him up front. Absolute presence up front, but again, just can't find the goal scoring at the moment. Vilka looks a talent. I'm hoping his injury is not a long-term one. I'm hoping it's just a game maximum. Hopefully it's just going off with cramp or something. I don't know what he came off with, but it didn't look serious, which is good, but hopefully it's not as serious as it first looked. But overall, I've got to rate our play. We scored from the set piece. Close swings in a great corner. He was great in that game as well. Tommy Rowe, back post, heads it in. 1-0 with 10 minutes to go. We're off our seats. The fans are up in arms. It feels like a club again. And before the match, I was speaking to the manager, to the assistant, to the CEO, and all the players as they came into the stadium in the morning. And Richie was confident going into that game. He said to me himself he was confident. Noel was confident. The CEO, Gavin Baldwin, said he was confident to me when he talked to me a couple of minutes. And the players said all the training sessions have been good this week. So, there was a lot of positives behind the scenes going into this game. And, there was talk that the Retford meeting on Thursday that Gavin Baldwin said to some of the fans, that game is the turning point for this club, like never mind just our season. And we proved that. So the true test now is, can we go on a run? And we've got a couple of very tough games ahead of us, including Argyle, including Ipswich, who got their first win, including MK Dons, who are a decent side. They're going to be up there this season as well. So it's going to be, and there's a couple of sides that we cut that on paper we should get wins over, like the likes of Crawley Town, who are there with us near the bottom. So I think that, there's a mix of fixtures in this next 5-6 weeks. So this is going to be the true test of our run now. Can we go on a consistent run of games with wins? Let's see if we can or not. But for this win alone, I'm proud of it. And we win that game in hand against Cambridge at the end of October. I think it's now confirmed to be Tuesday, October 26th, 7 o'clock kickoff or 7:45. If we win that game, no matter what happens with the rest of our fixtures, we'll be out the relegation zone on the game in hand. So I'm looking forward to it. But for this game, I've got to congratulate the winner here. We did really well.
You mentioned, obviously, the weekend. Confident?
50-50. I said to you on your phone call, let's talk Premier League on 50-50. Because on the one hand, Argyle could absolutely bury us, but on the other hand, we could have that spirit about us to do the impossible and get a win over Argyle at home park. But again, there's that 50-50 confidence going into this one, but let's just see what happens. And I can't wait to share my predictions about this game.
Yeah. Charlie?
I'm finalising my predictions at the minute.
Charlie, Doncaster. Good win for them, but Aaron talks about a good run coming up. They could be facing top of the league on Saturday. which, and he's 50-50 confident. Of course, 50-50, of course.
Of course.
We've faced top of the league before.
You say that, but it was Pompey after 3 games who were shit.
Still top of the league.
Not after 3 games.
But they're like irrelevant anyway. Look at them. They're like they haven't even won their last 5 games.
Yeah, and now and
points off them, and now they're on a bad run.
No, but it's not just because of that. It's because Portsmouth just aren't very good. They lost a lot of key players as well. The table, after 8 games now, is starting to take shape. Right, this is where the leagues start to take a bit of shape. And Argyle, right up there. I expect goals. But Charlie, what about you? With Doncaster, it's good win for them, but also they definitely should have had a penalty. More commitments.
Yeah, I mean, should have had a penalty, but to be fair, at the end of the day, they did get a win. I don't really, especially with their fixtures coming up, I don't see Donny winning many games at all. They could surprise a few, maybe. They might turn up in a big game against Plymouth, who knows? But I can't really see, even Ipswich. Ipswich are scoring goals. They got their first win as well. I just can't. Even Crew. I just can't. I don't really have much hope for Donny, to be honest. But
it's a Donny that can barely put the ball in the back of the net against a team that keeps the ball out of the back of the net quite regularly.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, obviously, this weekend. But I'm sure Aaron and all the other Doncaster fans will be obviously happy, and hopefully for them they can kickstart the season. But we will see. For me, I don't really have much. Maybe with Taylor, I don't know when Taylor's back or Okinabiri.
We haven't been told yet. We really haven't been told. So, he's got that cyst on his area, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Prime says, Aaron, don't take that from now. Fight back, bro. Not gonna lie, apart from it being your new ground, I'm not looking forward to going out. Go low. Pigs must be flying in the sky in Aaron's world with Doncaster winning. Did Louis Tomlinson score for Doncaster? Can't believe this. Pencaster paying refs pathetic, stupid. We were so much better too. We should never have lost. That's all great. But did you get chips? That's all great. But did you get chips chucked at you though, Aaron?
Nope. I was actually fine, and I got to talk to all the players and the manager and the assistant and the CEO, and I was all fine.
I'd happily take.
I can't believe you were chip free. To be fair, I can't believe you were chip free.
Bailey would happily take a draw.
Bolton vinegar.
God, love to see Niall and Charlie make the effort for a shirt and try and Aaron is under review Doncaster shirt. I know. We will see Liam. I'm expecting to get beat, but we'll be happy with a draw. Yeah, I mean, a draw would be probably the best result you can get. But moving on, next game we're looking at is Bolton, who lost 2-0 to Rotherham. Not the greatest game for Bolton. Bailey says Taylor will be back for the Crew game. Wellens has said maybe MK. But Charlie, Rotherham sort of had a bit of a dip, but now they're putting on a few good results, and they got Pompey, didn't they? So they got not Pompey, Will Grigg now. So Rotherham looking good.
Yeah, fair play. They got back to winning ways after a few inconsistent games in the league, but yeah, good win. Obviously, all of us predicted Bolton to win, but Bolton, I mean, their home form hasn't really been. The home form's been okay, but they're definitely doing better away from home. I think they've only won 1 game at home so far this season. That was against Oxford. Yeah. But yeah, it's not massively surprising because Rotherham, you got to remember, they still probably got one of the best teams in the league. They're one of the favourites to go up. So fair play for them to get in. 2-0 clean sheet. Can't really moan for an away day, can you?
Yeah, 100%. What about you, Aaron?
Yeah, I think again, Rotherham, got to give credit to the South Yorkshire rivals. They've been, it was a good win for them. Bolton haven't got the best track record at home. They're a pretty good side, Bolton. I don't think they're going to be in any sort of trouble. And of course, Rotherham's going to be up there where they metaphorically belong. I think Will Grigg definitely brought some experience to their attacking line. It feels so disheartening.
And class, don't forget, one of the best League One strikers of all time.
Oh, yeah, Michael Smith, Freddie Ladapo, just really good attacking line. And, like I said, Will Grigg adds that experience to it, but Ladapo and Smith already are class. So it feels so disheartening to speak about Will Grigg and not speak about him and Michael in the same sentence. But no, you've got to give it to Rotherham. Will Grigg stepped in the last hour, and, Will Grigg's a decent player, so we'll see what he does. But overall, decent win for Rotherham, but I think Bolton will get back to winning ways as soon as possible.
I hear that. Next game up is Lincoln and versus Ipswich. Ipswich getting their first win of the season. Paul Cook under a lot of pressure at Ipswich to turn things around. Charlie, could this be the turning point for Ipswich? They've got a good team. They do need time to gel, whereas Doncaster have got a shit team, shit manager, shit fans. Do you see this as a good turning point for Ipswich?
Always a dig at us.
Yeah,
always, absolutely.
Definitely. I think now, it's crazy. Like I think it was one of their signings, new signings that they got, Selena, who is crazy to think that he was unreal for Swansea in the Championship, which got him his move to the Liga 1 in France. And now they've got him back. What a signing that could prove to be at this level. I mean, he was one of the best midfielders in the Championship, let alone League 1. And with Macaulay Bone as well, he stepped up. Piggott's only got one goal, I think, or maybe two. And Macaulay Bone seems to be stepping up at the moment. And they could easily, depending on their run of form, they've got the squad to do it. They've got the fan base, the manager. He's one of the best managers at this level, Paul Cook. So, yeah, absolutely. They can get on a good run now after this game.
Yeah, 100%. What about you, Aaron? Obviously, Ipswich down there with you guys. But they're in a better position than you lot, aren't they, in terms of where their club is at with the quality of players? Obviously, you've got a lack of quality in your team, but Ipswich, they've got real quality there.
Yeah, you can't deny that Ipswich have got the firepower. And look, I think Ipswich are probably going to be in an interesting situation because they're lower in the league, but they've got the firepower and the quality, if they get that side going, to absolutely plummet up that league, shot out of a cannon vertically. I mean, Ipswich have got the firepower to do that. I think Lincoln... I think it was, like I say, it's 1-0, so it wasn't exactly the most comfortable of wins. But I think Lincoln did bring something to the game. There were moments where Lincoln did bring something. Like I said, Ipswich just took that one chance. So I think that overall, Ipswich, it was great to see them get their first win. Maybe this will be the turning point, who knows? But I don't think for Lincoln's point of view, I think this is not going to be any hinges. I think they're going to go back on form at some point.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Obviously, Lincoln losing a few people in the summer as well. Alex Palmer went back to West Brom.
Players. That's the thing.
Good Lincoln, goalkeeper as well. And Brennan Johnson went back to Nottingham Forest. They lost a fair few.
Yeah, Morgan Rogers as well. He went back to Man
Rogers,
City, then went to Bournemouth on a permanent.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I don't. They've still got a few good players, like Scully being the main one, but I don't think they're going to have a. I think this is going to be a very inconsistent season for them. I don't think they'll be anywhere near playoffs or anything. I just think mid-table and then go again.
Yeah, no, I do hear that. Kenny predicted it right, which is always good. Love how Aaron had to specify which direction it would be if Ipswich go on a good run of form. Yeah, Ollie would do well with them. Not sure who you're on about there.
He definitely wouldn't. He definitely wouldn't.
No.
Moving on to the next one, Pompey. Now, Pompey are facing Argyle tomorrow. Now, we'll get into that game in a little while. But, Charlie, this is arguably absolutely not the place they want to be in terms of coming up in a Dockyard derby in good form, in a team against a team in good form. Pompey not having good form at this precise moment. How do you see Portsmouth doing? Because they've got Cowley in there, but it would appear that Cowley is struggling with Pompey at the moment, and Portsmouth they're not doing great. They've also lost a few players. Jack Whitemore going to Wigan. They lost Ben Close. They lost James Bolton. They lost a lot of big names in terms of players. Portsmouth, how do you see it going?
Yeah, it's not looking good. I think another player to mention as well is they actually lost their captain as well. He followed Watmore up to Wigan as well, and it's weird because they started really well. The first 3 games they were top of the league, and then first 3 or 4 games, and then since they played Donny, I don't know what's happened because they can't even. I think they've only got 1 goal. They didn't score against MK Dons. They've looked really poor. And, you know, the thing is it's that bad that even Aaron's beloved John Marquis, who was quality for Donny, Ellis Harrison, who was linked to Plymouth on deadline day, is starting ahead of Marquis. So that sums it up, really.
Marquis in January, bored, get it done.
Jog on, you ain't got no chance. But I'm very shocked. But I did say, even though I predicted a win, I did say I wouldn't be surprised because Portsmouth and their form is shit. Yeah. Their form is awful. So Plymouth are playing Portsmouth at the right time. That's what I can say.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game for them, but we'll get into that in a bit. Next up into League Two we go. Charlie, talk us through this one.
Sorry, I was just going to quickly say my thoughts on Portsmouth. I think Portsmouth didn't deserve anything out of that. Cambridge did well. There you go.
Cool. Moving on to the next game. Charlie, you predicted that you guys would lose.
And that says it all.
But that doesn't make it any better, does it?
No. And the thing which made it worse as well is, you know, before the game, obviously I said to you guys, I think we would lose anyway, but I didn't know until Friday that Nicholson was ruled out for a month. Leon Clark, who we've only pretty much just got in, was looking good. He got ruled out, and then it was awful. I know Orient are on good form, but it's just the way we played. The 3 goals. I mean, one of the goals was really good, Archibald, and he volleyed it in bottom corner. But it's funny as well because the same 3 Leyton Orient players that scored last week scored again. Harry Smith and Drianan up front, they're on very good form, but it's just the way we played. The goals that the first goal for them from Smith was unreal. Unmarked header again, 2 unmarked headers. It's just same old shit, really. And I can't see it getting any better because our 2 main, Nicholson, one of our best players, is out injured for a month. And it's just not looking good at all. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Third bottom actually, but we're joint. It's that bad. We're joint level on points with fucking Scunthorpe, and they've done shocking. Then there's us. We've lost 5 games out of 8. I don't know what is going on. It's obviously
you're only ahead of Oldham. You're only ahead of Oldham by a couple of points.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's that bad. But yeah, just awful. We got a last-minute penalty. Brett Pittman, good penalty, but yeah, I think that was our only sort of effort on target, and even then it was a fucking penalty. So it looks shit. We can't score many goals, and all I'm saying is that I said it on my preview, like Neil's in the chat as well, he was on it. I said it in the preview. He needs to change formation because it is not working. It's all right if you know it, like Plymouth, right? They always play the same formation. Ryan Lowe, he knows what players fit the system, and they've done well with it. But with Barton, it's just not working. He needs to change formation. But yeah. It was shit. Yeah. It was very shit.
Barton out or Barton in?
Oh, well, that's a bit of a fucking stupid question, is it not?
That is.
The thing is, though...
It's just because you said Barton needs to change formation, but...
Yeah, but it's also everything. I don't know if... obviously, I'd done that rant after the game on my channel, but... he's lost 19 of his 28 league games in charge, so that just says it all.
Yeah, it was just a bit weird that you say Bolton changed formation, but obviously you said Barton out. But if Barton doesn't go, would you want him to change formation if he doesn't then go?
Well, yeah, I think that's what Charlie's on. I think that's what Charlie's on about. If Barton isn't to go, then change formation. Try and do something to get yourself out of this hole. Whereas I think ideally he wants him to fuck off out of the club.
Yeah. There's loads of, especially after this game, like there was people like everyone, like we were 3-0 down in the first half. Everyone was like leaving at half time, and I think we got Walsall away on Saturday, which is like I'm not going. I'm just like I'm just fucking fed up of it.
They're an improving team, Walsall. They're improving by the week.
Yeah, well, apart from the weekend just gone, they lost to Newport. Yeah. But it's just crap, man. Like it's like I just feel sorry for all the fans because like even Walsall, we've nearly sold out, but we're still doing shit. And I don't know if any of you seen a video I shared about, but there was a video some Rovers fan had on the weekend with when it full time and Barton come over and everyone was like, "Oh, fuck off!" Everyone was like, "Barton out." Twitter is everywhere. The problem is though. They're in like who would we get? That is the problem because all the owners have backed Barton, right? They've given all the players the sign-ins, but that's the thing. If I was to say a name, it would be Graham Alexander, who was doing well at Salford, then got sacked for some stupid reason. But it would be him. But I don't know. I think he'll get a bit more time, but I think maybe 3 games. But I'd pull the plug now.
I'm just trying to think. Trumba. I mean, Graham Alexander would be the best shout. Can't really think of many others. I really.
That's what I mean. There's not really many out there which are, I can't really think of some Rovers fans have said Ian Holloway, but he wouldn't come back anyway because
he'd be a character, but I don't think he'd come back. No,
he's not that stupid.
The one I'm thinking is Sheridan. He knows League Two. No. I've got good reason for this.
You don't because the last 2 jobs he's been at.
I know that. But in terms of one of them was in League One, he's shit in League One. Look, Shezza isn't a good man for League One, but for League Two, he's not too bad. That would be the only other one I can think of. But
do a more that's League Two and then bring in someone for League One.
That's what I mean, Charlie. In terms of the fact that I'm saying Sheridan suggests
that's what I mean. There's not really many people. But
exactly, that's what
if it was me, I'd be. It would be Alexander for me because he was like 7th at the time with Salford, and they had a few bad results, and then they sacked him. And even Neville was like, "We shouldn't have never have got rid of Alexander" in an interview a couple of weeks ago, and he would be the only one. I wouldn't go nowhere near Sheridan. The last few jobs he's had, he's done shit.
He's better than Joey Barton. He's better than Joey Barton, but not by an awful lot. But go all out for
just a shambles there at the moment.
Can't even point the finger at Mark Hughes anymore. Wolf says Orient on fire. Leighton Orient look like going up for me. Charlie's response to that. I have no idea, mate.
Yeah,
it's miles bigger than formation for us to play it. Squad are beyond confused.
Yeah.
Charlie says, what area do you work in KFC?
Middle of house, front of house, and drive through.
Oh shit! I found out that it's Joey Barton who's managed.
Yeah, you just found out. Yeah, look there. See, there's Joey Barton. See him?
Imagine if Bristol Rovers. Right, Kenny, that has got right. So I
wish that could happen, but it's never going to happen.
No, so Kenny has just emphasised how he doesn't understand how a Scouse operates. So
Ryan Lowe is not leaving.
Ryan Lowe is 4th in League One, for God's sake.
Scousers are all. Well, guys, shut the fuck up. I'll deal with this one. It's quite easy. Scousers love projects. I've spoken to a fair few of them. Scousers love projects. Ryan Lowe has currently got a lovely project at Plymouth Argyle, where right now he's got a budget that he can compete with. He's able to, I think he's able to strengthen in January if he needs to. He's brought in the players he wants. This is his team, and he's 4th in League One. And you think he would end up going down to fucking League Two?
Yeah, 3rd from bottom. I mean, do you know what the thing that pisses me off, like, is the fact that, well, obviously at the moment it's just everything, but it's people keep saying, oh, Rovers are, like they keep saying the fact that, oh, Rovers should be beating a lot of these clubs, but it doesn't work like that. No. Football does not work like that. We might have a big fan base, we might have a big club, big support, whatever, but it does not work like that. It doesn't work like that.
No, I hear that. Chris says Sheridan was good for Carlisle in 16-17 season, come start of the season, but unfortunately left in New Year due to a bust-up with some Carlisle players. I loved him. Players with snowflakes. He's League Two level. He is League Two level. But yeah, he'll get results. So he's good at that. Pompey fans laughed at us for joining Cambridge, and they lost to Cambridge. Embarrassing club. Hope we smash them tomorrow. We'll get into that in a minute, Liam.
Well, just the only good thing about this game is that me and Noel got a point.
We did. I've had an absolute fucking howler on the points, but hopefully I can make it up.
Point on this one. I had 3. No, not 3 points. 1 point.
Hopefully I can boost myself back up. There's lots of points to play for. Now, moving on, Northampton drew 1-1 with Swindon. Anything to say on this game?
Very even game. Yeah, very 50-50, very even game. Nothing much to say other than that. Otherwise, I've got a point.
Yeah, I agree. Good
I've got a point on the league table.
Another draw. Carlisle joined to Scunthorpe.
Wow, I didn't predict this.
No one predicted this. Bad day in the office for Carlisle.
They blew a 2-0 lead. Simple as that.
Yeah, and that's the maddest thing. They were fucking...
Oh, mate, Aaron, they didn't blow a 2-0 lead.
No, Scunthorpe were 2-0 up.
Scunthorpe blew a 2-0 lead. Carlisle.
Yeah, Scunthorpe blew a 2-0 lead. Luckily for us, because
I did say they blew a 2-0 lead. They blew a 2-0 lead as in Scunthorpe.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I was very surprised. Another one of those sort of, if you're into bets, probably they let me down Carlisle. I don't think I'm ever going to bet on Carlisle ever again.
Sorry, Chris.
But yeah, I mean, it was good to get a point in the end, but I'm not sure, I'm sure Chris could explain it better maybe in the comments, but yeah, pretty crap result, but it was good that they actually got something out of the game after being 2-0 down.
Yeah. Sheridan left Carlisle in automatic places, and bloody Pressy came in and took us to the relegation battle the next season. Never a good start, that. But yeah, Carlisle not having the greatest day. Exeter, on the other hand, very good win for those boys. Charlie, 3 points there.
Come on, the boy.
You extend your lead, Charlie.
Exeter with a 2-0 win over Sutton. I probably should have went for an Exeter win. I just think Exeter are such an odd club. They are so odd at the moment. They can blow someone out the water, or they can fucking draw and not even score a goal and die without a whimper. Exeter for me are just so fucking odd at the moment.
I thought Sutton United was going to get something out of this.
Yeah. But Charlie, Exeter with a 2-0 win at the weekend. A good win for them.
Yeah, very good win. I did predict it on good form. Yeah. And they're 5th in the league for a reason. They might draw a few games, but they're very hard to beat. They've only lost once. And yeah, very good win. Clean sheet. Scored 2. I think they were late goals as well. Like, I had Exeter on my bet as well, because it was 0-0 for ages, and then Exeter must have finally Sutton probably just sat back the whole game, and Exeter finally broken them down. But yeah, very good win and doing very well.
Absolutely. Liam says, Charlie, I'm the same, mate. I betted on Carlisle this season. Hasn't gone well. I'm on the fence with Barton. I want him out if he can't beat Swindon and Bengal.
That's the thing. We've got Walsall away on Saturday. Then it's a nice little derby. Swindon at home. Garner versus fucking Barton. I can't wait for that. Yeah. If we lose that, then he's fucking definitely gone. If he loses to Ben Garner of all people, then that sums it up.
Before the game, shit result, but the way the game went, I took a point. We played awful. Went mental in the 96th minute equaliser. Wasn't with joy, with anger, with a shit show performance. I hear that. Actually, Charlie Sutton played better. They didn't sit back. I don't know. Carlisle Scunthorpe.
Oh yeah, because I know you support. I know you watched the game on iFollow, and you support Sutton. Kenny.
Carlisle and Scunthorpe deserve to win in the draw. Both teams weren't that great. Extra lucky in the end. Now, would you take my idol Penguinho? No, I would not. I would not. But moving on, the next one is Bradford, the last one of the weekend before we get into some predictions. Bradford with a 1-1 draw against Barrow. I don't understand.
I think I said in the previous stream, imagine if Barrow and Bradford draw and I get this spot on.
Well, 1 minute, shut up for a second. Derek Adams has had a fucking howler. He's not had good form recently, really poor form. He's been ridiculously poor. I genuinely, Derek Adams will have these moments, by the way. With Derek Adams, it's never a nice, steady, continuous sort of go. It's very much, you are going to have a lot of these issues. Bradford, though, at the end of the day, should be beating a team like Barrow, shouldn't they?
Yeah, but to be fair, Barrow are doing well. I know it's the sort of same thing I said, even though I mean, I expected it to be a tight game, but obviously I thought Bradford would get there in the end. But, you know, you got to say fair play to Barrow. I know Bradford have been on a bit of dodgy form, and, you know, as a team, you just got to take advantage of that. You know, I know Bradford are very, very big for this league. You know, they get between 14 and 17,000 at home. And obviously their fans would be like, oh, yeah, we should be beating teams like Barrow, but that's how it works in football. You know, if you're not on point, and the away team can keep fighting and get a point, then, you know, fair play to Barrow. Really,
I hear that. Aaron, anything to say on this?
I think Barrow did well. Bradford blew this one, and Derek Adams needs to bulk up.
Yeah, Liam says Bradford and team added on my bet this weekend, never betting on them again. Derek Adams is a fraud. I hear that. It says that all Scunthorpe's goal scorers were two bloody defenders from set pieces. It's mediocre defending from our defenders, standing there like Michelle Keegan walked onto the pitch. Spineless as polar bear back. I didn't expect Barrow to get anything. I don't think any of us did. Briefly look at the table. Charlie's still in the lead. Charlie's still in the lead with 3 points.
Very close.
Aaron is a very close second, and I need to really sort my shit out. Hopefully starting this week. Not very good, but we've actually got some predictions to do, boys, because we've got 4 midweek games in Sky Bet League 1 and Sky Bet League 2, so hopefully we can sort this out now. Now, first game we're going to look at is the Dockyard Derby. Portsmouth versus Argyle. A Pompey in a quite bad form versus an Argyle which is currently unbeaten in 6. It should be an interesting one. It's an Argyle side that don't concede much. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Argyle. I genuinely, I've got a lot of confidence in this game. I think our defence is looking solid. Pompey look absolutely fucking shite, and Argyle look decent. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win here. And then we're going to be top of the league when that lot come down to Home Park, which I'm very excited about. But Charlie, what about you? How do you see this game going?
I'll let Aaron go first because he's the League One.
Yeah. Go on, Aaron. How do you see this game going?
Well, I think the form says it all, to be honest. I see Plymouth dominating this game. I don't think Portsmouth have got the capabilities at the moment to fight back, and they haven't got the spirit to fight back. Although I'm not going to count out Danny Cowley just yet, so I'm going to go for a Plymouth win. I'm going to go for 3-1.
Jeez.
It's not a home park, so you're going to concede one, but I think it's going to be 3-1.
I'll score 3 goals. Fucking hell, that'll be a sight. Charlie, what about you?
You did score 3 against Sheff Wednesday.
We did. This is true.
It's tough. I know it's one of those games where a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, Portsmouth on shit form, Plymouth on good form, but it's one of those games that can catch you out sometimes. I'm trying to think. The last time you played Plymouth at Fratton, you were 2-0 up and bottled it, didn't you?
Yeah, we were 2-0 up, and then our defence decided to go for a tea break and let them back in with 5 minutes to go. But yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah, completely different. I'm gonna go for a. What did you go for, Niall? 2-0.
2-0, yeah.
I'll go for 2-1. 2-1.
Not even mad. To be fair, the fact that we let them back into that game last time was a fucking shit show.
And to be fair, don't forget, every time I predict you guys to concede a goal, but win, then you win anyway. So
yeah,
have a chance.
Yeah. Not that I think our predictions matter on how the players perform, but Liam says Pompey are favourites to beat us 6-11 with. Wow, that's a bit mad. I don't think they should be predicted right. Bet365 really don't understand the lower leagues, do they?
No,
that's
they
all I
just
will
go
say.
for the biggest clubs by name, don't they?
Yeah. This game though, Crewe versus Morecambe. Morecambe on the back of a pretty shocking defeat at the weekend. Crewe, yeah, they've had 2 back-to-back defeats, so setting into a bit of a rut here. Whereas Crewe have won their last game against Burton at home, drew against Shrewsbury, and that stopped them after a bit of a poor run. But yeah, you mentioned Morecambe on a bit of poor form. I am going to say that Crewe are going to take this, and I'm going to say Crewe are going to take it 2-1. 2-1 for Crewe. Stockton, I think, will absolutely score for Morecambe. There's absolutely no doubt about that anymore. I mean, yeah, that's how I go. But I'm going to say 2-1 to Crewe. Charlie, what about you?
That's mad. I've just seen even that the Morecambe fans said they think they'll lose 4-0.
Yeah, I don't even think he's a Morecambe fan.
No, I don't think so either. I reckon Morecambe will get back to winning ways. I'm saying 2-1 Morecambe.
2-1 Morecambe. I hear that.
I don't know
Aaron?
why, but I just think I don't think Crewe are all that. Their team, they've lost a lot of big players from last year. I know they had a good win against Burton, but I just think it's one of those games where any team could win. I'm just going for Morecambe to edge it 2-1.
What about you, Aaron?
See, it's a hard one because Morecambe need to go back on form. Crewe are the more informed team. I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think that both teams are going to go for it, but I think that both teams will get something out of it, but not all the points.
Yeah, I hear that. I do hear that. Liam says, don't care if Crewe win or lose this game. They're getting beat at home park next Tuesday anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. We are shit.
No mercy. Literally no mercy.
I would disagree with that. You're 18th. That's not shit. Fucking hell. Especially for your club. That's actually pretty decent. Morecambe, actually, I thought were in better form than that, but clearly not. Down in 18th at the moment. Yeah, there's that one. The last one from League One, there's 3 from League One this week, 1 from League Two, is Gillingham versus Charlton. Now, the form table suggests that this game could go either way because both of them are on pretty dire form. Gillingham lost their last game at 4-1 to MK Dons, and Charlton won lost their last game 2-1 to Wickham. Both won in the Papa John's Trophy. But yeah, I mean, Charlton are a bit better form, I'd say. Charlton are currently 23rd, Gillingham 20th. So this is probably almost like a 6-pointer. I don't really know what to say with this one, really. Fucking hell. This one stumps me. I genuinely don't even know what to say about this.
You know what? I'm going to say my prediction right now. I think Charlton haven't got the firepower. Gillingham can shit house their way to wins all they want. I'm going for a 0-0 draw.
Yeah. Up the
Okay.
boys.
Mark says we're going down with Crew unless we get Wellens out and our board decide to spend a few quid. I agree with you, Mark. I do. Charlton is the away day. I'm going to the way we are playing this season. We will beat Charlton. I think they look very poor this season. I would agree with that. I would agree. They don't look great. Charlie, I'm stumped on this one. I'm trying to rack my head around this one because neither side look good. It could just be one of two ways, well, one of three ways, couldn't it? Which I know sounds very Michael Owen, but for the love of God, both these teams are just fucking shit.
It's weird. I don't get Charlton because they ended well, and they signed some good players. I know. I don't know what is going on. Because I like the look of their team. They've got excellent three strikers up front. They've got Lecco, who done well for them in the Championship. They got Stockley and they got Elliot Lee. But I don't know what's going on with Charlton. It's weird. It's weird. But I think Gillingham are fucking awful. I don't know why they signed Tatunda and Ema because they're just making them even worse. I'm going to go for a Charlton win. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Charlton win. Call me mad, but I think if Charlton can get the first goal, I think they'd go on to score a few.
Fair enough.
But knowing my luck, it'll be fucking 0-0 and Aaron will go top of the league.
Yeah. Well, top of one league, not both.
Yeah, top of one league, yeah.
Oh my God.
It is tough, though. It is tough.
Yeah, Charlton are in a rough patch right now, especially under an experienced manager like
lost their last two games.
Steve Evans is busy looking over his shoulder saying, "Oh, McDonald's."
It is tough, though. I got to admit. I don't really know why it's gone.
I'm thinking. I'm going 1-0, but it's 1-0 to which fucking side?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Steve Evans is good at getting a 1-0 win.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not looked very good this season.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know. The only reason why I'm going for Charlton to win is because Gillingham, especially they got battered. I know they got a red card Gillingham last game, but I think if Charlton can go really up their game, I think with their squad they could easily put a few past them. But
I'm gonna go 1-0 Charlton. This one, flip of the coin really is this one. I haven't got a fucking clue. I'm not gonna lie to you boys. I ain't got a fucking clue. The one featured game from League 2 this week is Crawley Town versus Harrogate. Now Crawley at the moment obviously coming off. Let me grab it up. Coming off a 1-0 win against Colchester away. And they beat Carlisle 2-1 at home recently and lost 1-0 to Bristol Rovers. I'm not sure how the fuck that happened.
Unreal. They absolutely battered us.
I know. But Harrogate, on the other hand, lost 2-0 to Port Vale, but that stopped a really good run. They beat Mansfield 3-1, drew 2-2 with Newport, drew 1-1 with Exeter, beat Leyton Orient. In the table, Harrogate are currently sitting third. Crawley sitting in 14th.
Wow.
Harrogate aren't high scoring though. Do they concede goals?
No, they've scored a lot and they've conceded quite a little bit.
I'm gonna say 3-1. I'm gonna say 3-1 Harrogate here.
Wow.
I think Harrogate looking really good at the moment. It depends really on how they work that defeat, isn't it? Obviously losing to Port Vale at the weekend, but Crawley are in some good form at the moment. But we all know with Crawley, that means absolutely fucking nothing because they can just be quite shite. But I'm going 3-1 Harrogate. What about you, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a Harrogate win as well. I know Crawley have got 2 good wins in the last few games, and Harrogate lost against Port Vale, but I think Harrogate, they score quite a lot of goals. Muldoon and Armstrong up front. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Harrogate win.
2-0. Fair enough. What about you, Aaron? 8-2 to Harrogate?
Yeah, not that deluded. I'm gonna, you know what? I think form goes out the window with this one. I'm gonna go with a 2-0 Harrogate win. I think Harrogate are my dark horses for promotion this year, and it's so weird to say that, but the likes of Harrogate and Forest Green being up there as potential candidates for League One next season, my God, the progress of those 2 clubs especially has just been phenomenal to watch.
I hear that.
Big up Simon
Mark
Weaver.
says Yorkshire derby next season, Donny versus Harrogate. No disrespect, Harrogate. #Wellens out. Wellens, there is a lot of people. There's a lot of people now demanding that Wellens is sacked from his job immediately, and I have to agree with them. I don't think
Wellens in. Just saying.
Wellens in, but no, I know Aaron is firmly Wellens out, but. Look, Wellens has got to go.
He's Wellens in, mate. Them two are texting each other all night long.
Wellens has got to go, bruv. Wellens has got to go. Harrogate to go up to face Argyle in League One. Oh, wait, we're getting promoted anyway. Yep, promotion party.
No, you're not, Liam. No, you're not. No, you're not.
HMS piss in the league.
That's what Rovers fans said at the start, including myself. There's me and my League 2 predictions. Yeah, we're going to win the league. Oh, fuck.
Please welcome aboard HMS Argyle piss in the league. Love to see it. But look, a bit of confidence is starting to come back to Home Park, which is always nice to see. We will be back on Thursday to review some of these games and preview the Saturday games. So do join us for that. Check out our socials, First XI, pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, fucking everything. They do a lot of great shows, so make sure you give them the support that they deserve. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel with notifications on. You can find me on Twitter at @null_PAFC, and you can find me on YouTube at Let's Talk Premier League. On the road to 500 there, so please do go and subscribe to that as soon as possible. Wellens has to go. I agree, Mark. Aaron's performance review pending. We already did that. We've
already done it. Go back to the start of the stream.
Go to the start of the stream, and you'll see Aaron give a lot of anger. He was quite angry at me and Charlie, but he's lucky to still have a job. But it is on a temporary basis, and we'll review this at the end of the season. But Charlie, where can they find you, mate?
Yeah, feel free to follow my Insta, Charlie_Hain96, Twitter at One Rovers Vlogs, and YouTube One Rovers Vlogs. Only 41 away from 3K.
Perfect. And what about you, Chandler?
You can find me on Twitter at Aaron_Challoner, Instagram at Aaron Challoner Official, TikTok at Aaron Challoner, Snapchat Coach_Challoner19, Pro Football DRFC and Coach Chall on YouTube. Loads of stuff going on, so please do all of that.
Yeah, I hear that. Mark says Wellens has to go. Wellens has to go.
Wellens in, come on.
Wellens has to stay.
Wellens has to go.
Let him ruin Aaron's legacy.
I hear that. Wellens has to go. And top show lads. But Wellens has to go. Wellens has to go. Just wanted to say that because it's nice to have a refreshing Doncaster fan speak facts and agreeing with me. But who would have guessed more Doncaster fans agreeing with me than the Doncaster fan on here? Who would have fucking guessed that at the start of the season? Fucking love to see it. But we'll be back on Thursday. Liverpool, grounded Liverpool tonight at 10 p.m. hosted by Steve. He'll be joined by Steve Rack. So make sure you go give them some support. So make sure you do that. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.